We're just learning new details about the deaths of 3 Americans killed in an ambush in Syria over the weekend, as well as the person who killed them. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey is live for us at the White House this morning. Good morning, Tom. What's the latest on this tragic attack?
Yeah, tragic, absolutely. Anna, good morning from the White House. Here at the White House, President Donald Trump has vowed to retaliate as more information comes in about these 2 U.S. service members and an interpreter who died in what's being described as an ambush attack. Family members confirmed to NewsNation that 29-year-old Nate Howard of the Iowa National Guard, he was one of the service members who was killed. His stepfather telling NewsNation Howard wanted to be a soldier from a young age and enlisted in the Iowa National Guard at the age of 17. He deployed to the Middle East in May. In a statement, Howard's stepfather writing, quote, "Our son is a true hero who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country." Over the weekend as well, President Trump saying Sergeant Howard and the 2 others killed will not be forgotten.
We had 3 great patriots terminated by bad people, and not the Syrian government. It was ISIS. Syrian government fought by our side. The new president fought by our side. But I just want to pay my respects to the families.
According to U.S. Central Command, the attack happened in Palmyra, in an area described as not being fully under the control of the Syrian government. U.S. Central Command describing the lone gunman as being a member of ISIS. According to a spokesman for the Interior Ministry in Syria, the suspect stormed into a meeting with U.S. and Syrian soldiers and began shooting before being killed. The spokesman describing the incident as a major security breach. The Interior Ministry added that the shooter worked as a base security guard as a member of the Syrian military, and adding that he recently got reassigned to another position due to suspicions of links to ISIS. And we will also note, too, that 3 U.S. service members as well as 3 members of the Syrian military also suffered injuries in this shooting. Anna?
Gosh, we don't want this ISIS snake to rear its head again. My goodness. Tom, what does all this mean, this attack? What does it mean for U.S. relations with Syria's new government?
Yeah, so literally at this minute right now, there's around 900 U.S. troops in Syria, and they're doing things like, focusing on this threat from ISIS, trying to defeat the group, as well as guarding strategic oil fields and training troops there. But interesting timing of this ambush attack, because actually just last month, the Syrian president visited the White House here, and that marked the first ever time that a Syrian head of state had visited here at the White House since Syria's independence. But relations between the 2 sides have been warming over the last year. We will note, too, that a spokesman for the Syrian government says forces launched sweeps to break up ISIS cells in the wake of this ambush attack over the weekend. Anna?
All right, Tom, thank you so much for that great report.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.